Just look at my lashes. This is no mascara. So I can enjoy going outside. I can enjoy the water this summer without mascara and just a little eyelash curler, and I'm ready to go. Just look at the length of these lashes. It's incredible. Show Lash works. It's so easy to use. It just comes in this little wand and you use the applicator. It's a really fine applicator, so you just apply it across your eyelashes like an eyeliner and do it on both sides and just once a day. And if you stick to it, I guarantee you, you're gonna get longer lashes.
Now will make me cool.
Oh, will you go on and drink that, and then I'll show you my toothpaste that turns me into Janet Jackson.
Mock if you must, my little minx. But I found my cool jean. Surely it was a little hard to find. It was hiding behind my jeans for hammer toes and nasal drip. But still, I found it. So I took my cool jean, and I doubled it. And I doubled it again, and again, until I had 100 trillion cool jeans.
Steve, you're scaring me.
Oh, sorry. Laura, this elixir will improve my coordination, my posture,
Is this really what
my
you're playing?
vocal intonation.
This is exactly what I'm playing because
And I
it
might
gives
even sprout a chest hair
insight
or
into
two.
who Chad Mason is. I mean, when this is who you're dealing with, I mean, come on, man. This is who you're dealing with. You grew up watching this show. I grew up watching this show. This is the main character. He wants to be the main character in the Mustafa Al-Jazari case. And this community is going to hear him wanting to be, well, unfortunately for him, Mustafa's new defense attorney is hiring an independent. By the way, this guy doesn't sleep at night. He is, I promise you, he is not sleeping at night. Mustafa's defense attorney is hiring an independent expert.
What a disgrace.
That's going to look at the SD card and inspect the metadata on the SD card. I mean this guy.
Why would you want somebody like that on your force? Why would you want somebody like that on your team? The first thing you do is take an oath to tell the truth and nothing but the truth. But here you have someone who's openly violating department policy, openly making his department look like crap, okay, and openly violating the law. He's violating the law.
I'll tell you, I want to remind this community.
He's violating the law.
I want to remind this community. What this officer does is not a reflection of every police officer of Prince William County. Absolutely not. I mean, police officer in this community swear an oath to serve this community. They put their life on the line every single day. And you've got Chad Mason that show up, and he's so proud about violating department policy.
I mean, he's leaving other officers to pick up his dirty work.
It's so sad.
To clean up his mess.
That is so sad. It is so sad. And it is so sad that I have to sit here. You know, I have to sit here and remind this community not to walk away and think every police officer is Chad Mason.
I mean, he's been with the force for, what, 15 years? And you're telling me he does not know the rules of following a search warrant?
Oh, he knows.
Robert Drum doesn't know that you're supposed to tell the truth?
I mean, Muhammad, in Mustafa Al-Jazari case, three things.
Kathy Zymas calls Rob Davis, the guy that says, the officer that said he has an idea about this case that they should employ. It's going to cost spending money. Kathy Zymas calls that officer to tell him there's audio on the dash cam. And what did he do? By the way, what did he do with that information? I'm looking at Rob Davis's report. Okay, I don't see anything where he says Kathy Zymas contacted me and told me there's audio on this dash cam. I don't see any of that in any of his reports. What kind of money did he employ into this case? Okay, him, Sermon, Serdam, like, what are these people doing? What are they doing?
You have a couple of things in the Mustafa Al-Jazari case. You have children that have been weaponized by the police. I mean, I have hard evidence that the police department weaponized the children. They're telling the children that Mustafa ran away, left your 5-year-old baby sister to bleed to death. Mustafa was in a coma. Mustafa was helicoptered to the hospital. Why are you lying to children that are 9, 10, and 14, telling them that Mustafa left your baby sister to bleed to death? I mean, you're weaponizing the children. And then they're telling the ex-boyfriend, we need you to get our ducks in a row. We need you to get Mustafa in the street. Now you find the police let the ex-boyfriend in the hospital only to take a picture of 5-year-old Empress.
Is that what they were employing, by the way? I'm curious. Like, does Glenn Ford have anything to do with Rob Davis paying him money?
Oh, that's a good question.
Did Rob Davis pay ex-boyfriend Glenn Ford any money? Because, by the way, I'll tell you, Dorothy, her kids, and Glenn Ford,
and by the way,
Divine, they were known to the police community. They're not like, it's not like they've never interacted with them. There was ongoing issues with Dorothy, Divine, Glenn. I mean, Glenn Ford called the police on Dorothy just a few months ago.
Do you think that
months prior to the accident.
Do you think that Mustafa's defense attorney is not pushing and is not going to obtain the body cam of investigator Romero?
He's going to get it.
When he handled the children before the children were walked into a forensic interview?
He's going to get it the same way he got Andrew Margiotta's body cam. He's going to push. The prosecutor's going to push back. But I can tell you, it looks like this defense attorney is not backing down. He's going to get what's rightfully his by law. Okay? And if you don't give it to me, I'm going to file a motion. The problem here that we're having is you have an attorney today. What's today? August 31st? You have an attorney that has been waiting for 3 weeks to put a motion on the docket. And the courts is not giving it to him. So Amy Ashworth, Judge Carol Weimer, they're not giving him his motion. He wants a motion to be heard. I mean, how can we expect a judge to be impartial? How can we expect a judge to be fair and honest when the judge won't even give him a hearing? The judge's not even granting him a hearing. A hearing, like the most basic thing you can ever ask for.
By the way, Judge Carol Weimer wanted to push it all the way to October, and the lawyer told him absolutely not.
Of course, there's a process. You got to hire the expert. They got to come in to examine this information. You got people that have to analyze this information, and then you take. There's different courses of action that has to be taken. There's different courses of action that has to be taken based on what happens after this hearing. Okay? And I can tell you right now, by law, this lawyer is going to get Mustafa's dash cam, his SD card, the vehicle inspected, the body cams that are missing, Romero, Chad Mason's body cam, Drum's audio recording of Mustafa, other body cams that are apparently in a secret compartment at the prosecutor's office. They are apparently at a secret compartment with the police department. They're hiding and covering up exculpatory evidence.
That's a Brady violation. Oh, by the way, once we're about to dive into an audio of what Chad Mason told Carol Weimer on the stand. Mustafa's defense attorney, to a certain extent, is left in the dark. He doesn't have the transcripts. He doesn't have the audios from the proceedings. We're going to go through the audio of when Chad Mason says, I violated department policy. This audio is going to be supplied to Mustafa's defense attorney, Brad Haywood. This audio is going to be supplied and tagged to the police department. And we're going to ask the chief of police to look at Chad Mason, and in what police department is it allowed to have an officer that openly gets on the stand, tells a judge, I violated department policy. And today we have a dash camera that's muted, doesn't have audio, it's cut before impact, and 17 frames are missing when digital forensic says there is audio.
And then you have somebody like Chad Mason who comes out of the dark and says, yes, I did it. That was me.
Well, this is the county's puppy.
That was me. I did it. That's what he says.
Let me play this. I think you send me the what's on the news. Apparently, he's running into a burning building, saving a cat.
This is like what, Julie Carey's territory.
Julie Carey with NBC4.
Is that it? You got to hit skip.
Fire forced a Northern Virginia family out of their home overnight, and tonight they are staying in a hotel.
No one was hurt in this fire on Merrily Way in Woodbridge. Prince William County fire officials tell us that's thanks to a fast-acting neighbor and a police officer who saved the day. News Force Walter Morris spoke with that police sergeant.
Chad Mason himself.
Interesting.
And I was probably about 10 seconds for actually just kicking the door in and trying to get people out.
Race to the rescue as a Woodbridge home goes up in flames. And according to Prince William County fire officials, the family of 3 and their 2 dogs making it out unharmed.
And their
thanks
2
to
dogs.
the heroic efforts of a neighbor and Police Sergeant Chad
Oh, my
Mason.
goodness.
So I went to the door.
Chad Mason himself.
Beating on it pretty vigorously. While
I mean,
my flash
1
in my
minute,
hand, trying to make
1 minute you're on Family Matters, 1 minute you're on NBC4.
I wonder if his body cam was rolling
That's a good question.
to
him
corroborate
wake
what.
up.
Sergeant Mason reliving the dramatic
Him saving a
moments.
cat.
All quiet at this home on Merrily Way near Ice Court Monday afternoon. But it was a much different scene hours earlier. Prince William County fire officials say something ignited in the garage around 4 a.m. with the family fast asleep inside.
I wonder
I
if
need
he
to get in
started
there
the
trying to
fire.
get people out.
Thankfully, Sergeant
I
Mason
believe
was
it.
on patrol close by when the first radio call went out. He says by the time he pulled up, he could see flames.
I mean, he would
20
do
feet high,
anything
and
just
a
to get on the
neighbor
news.
turned Good Samaritan already at work.
She was in the front yard. Her car was actually parked in the street. I think she was trying to blow her horn to try to wake him up.
A few seconds later, the homeowner coming to the door, and within minutes, the couple, their son, and their dogs out of harm's way, warming up in their neighbor's car while firefighters got the flames under control.
The father or husband was really appreciative. Came up probably 20 minutes later, shook my hand, and really
I mean,
thanked
this
me for
police
helping,
department would
which,
not exist
You know,
if
it's
it
just
wasn't
part
for
of the
him.
job. And
Mason, who's been a volunteer
Homeland
firefighter
Security
for
one
23
day.
years, says this is also an important reminder.
Leave Homeland
about checking
Security
your smoke
only to
alarm
join the
batteries
police
every
department?
6 months. And he has an important message for everyone watching.
And
For
just
everyone
reminding
watching.
people that this is a great illustration of the community effort and how important it is just to help your neighbor.
In Woodbridge, Walter.
Well, this community today is asking questions, and we would like answers from Chad Mason.
Wait until we
And
pull up the audio.
I'd like to know if his body cam was rolling when he jumped into that house on fire.
I want to, really quick, I want to go over some comments here from the community.